In this video, I'm going to share with you which is the #1 mistake that a beginner teacher make when start teaching piano or music in general. Welcome to this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Ilse Lozoya. I'm a pianist, online educator, and through my experience through years, I have seen, and at the beginning, I have to tell you that I had a mistake as well. This common mistake. What happens? Okay, when a piano teacher starts, especially if you're like me, that I went to a professional education, I went to the music university, and I spent almost 10 years, playing classical music on a conservatoire. Well, what happens is that when you start teaching piano, what you do is immediately you use the same books and the same methods that you studied when you were a student. You use them with your students. And what's wrong with that? Okay, let's say if I work with specific classical methods, are they wrong? Are they not okay? No, of course. I could have worked with the best books. But the thing is that me as a student, if I was at the conservatoire, well, it was my teacher were focusing on preparing me as a professional. So it was a deeper way of learning and understanding. And at that time, I was playing. If you are at any conservatoire, you know that if you want to become a professional, at least you need to work 4 hours a day with your practice. You have to practice at least 4 hours a day. And maybe your student is not on the same level of, maybe you want to become an amateur, just an amateur musician, or maybe it's a child. So you cannot work with the same strategies. This is not pedagogically correct. Okay, and for example, I have seen this. Maybe a child, 5, 6, or 7 years old, and I have seen cases where they work with methods like the Hanon or Bayer or Emmons. I don't know if you know them, but they are very classical methods and with a very classical approach of reading and technique. And what happens is that these books, they are very good, but they are not visually appealing to the kids. They are not really going to get inspired because they don't have lyrics or colors. And nowadays there are so many methods and there are so many arrangements, and you can easily get through the internet, have a physical book, not only a digital edition. You can get the physical copy of any book, and that is going to really help you to choose better. There are many methods. Your work as a teacher is to know your student and know what is the approach, the correct approach, so you can find the correct strategy. Not only a method, physical, the correct book, but only the same strategy. If you're going to use, there are many methods that you can use. So that is your job. Do not try to replicate and use the same strategy that your teachers at the university used with you. That's a huge mistake. Remember all the important things, about, be careful with the timing, the reading, the strategies, how to organize your practice. Those are very important things, but change your methods. If it's necessary, do that. If you have a student that wants to become a professional, a young student that wants to become a professional and asking you for classes, you can use maybe the same books. That's totally fine. But be aware of that. Who is your student, and do not go immediately to use the same books and the same methods. Use different strategy. If you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you won't miss any other videos about how to be a better musician, a better music student, and a better teacher.